Hi, and welcome to part 1 of building a Twitch game. The basic idea of the game is that every viewer can get his own character in game, and by playing together and using teamwork, you can complete the game and go through levels. So basically at 2 a.m. I was about to go to sleep and I thought of this game, so I opened a YouTube tutorial about this, got a script and went to building. So basically I just copied the script to here. It's a very basic script that lets you write whenever they have something happening, and I pressed play, and when I tried to write on my Twitch it didn't show anything. Okay, and that's after like an hour being like this, I figured out that it is writing. My text box is just not big enough, so there is that. So I made my text box bigger and started to work on the game. Third thing I did after this is create a public list of the player's name to keep track on every player in the game. Then I opened Valorant and started playing for like 2 hours. So if you want me to stream on Twitch, because I started, and
2 hours later.
yeah, let's go back to the game. Okay, and this is another update of what I've done so far. So from code, basically I split. This is the main code. It's not gonna do a lot. The game manager actually gonna execute all the commands, and I created an extension method to get commands and get the name. So I'll just show you. Here, if I wanna get name or get command, I'm just putting the string and taking a command. It's very useful. You should learn extension methods if you don't know them. Here also I did remove string. This is the basic command. For example, when I'm taking the string and the string to remove, I use replace to remove it and trim both ends to remove all spaces. From the scene, basically I have the cube that was already here, and I have a plane with the grid and offset and everything to match the cube. For example, let's move to 1 and 1 and everything moves correctly. For my game, all the players will be able to move every like 5 or 30 seconds. I'll see how much the Twitch delay is gonna be. They're gonna be able to move one block right, left, or jump up, and I'm gonna try to make it smooth. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so far what I have is when you press create, and here was a little dumb and I forgot to press play. I'm just realizing it. Forgot to press play. Okay, so what we have right now, when you press create, you create a player and he have your name. He might probably gonna have a text above his head, but right now it's have the name. Then if you press jump, you jump. And basically what we have in the code, as you can see, you just get the command, put it to commands enum. For now we have the create, forward, backwards, right, left, and jump. You just send it to send command to player. It checks if the player exists. Like first of all, create the player if it doesn't exist. Then if the player exists, then you send the command to the player. You put the add command, and basically what it will do, it will save the command, and every few seconds it will send all the commands to play mode. Right now for testing, I'm executing the command right now. I have a switch and it sends to move and jump. Okay, so now you can see I added a basic command that runs on update, and using the move towards, just move to the position you tell it. So for example, I can use create to create my cube, and again I can use jump to use add force and jump. I can use right to move to the right, forwards to move forwards, backwards to move back, and left to move left. And this is all the base mechanics. Now basically all I need to do is do a bit more of the timer that I need to create, and create the levels and make player interact with each other and obstacles and everything else. Okay, so this is the end of day 1. Basically the last thing I added is when you try like to do left and you didn't create anything, it writes you and tags you that you need to create a player. Again, if you create a player and you try to create another one it let you know that you already have a player, and if you just write something, it let you know that this is an invalid command. It doesn't need to tag you here. Basically, let me know if you think it's useful or not. I think it's gonna be useful in the beginning, and I might need just to have a boolean or something to turn this on and off. So when there are like many players, I hope there are gonna be many players in the game, so the chat just won't spam a lot. Basically, I used this string. It's not very hard, and I'm doing this very generic with a channel name and everything, and not just putting my name here, because I will upload this to GitHub as soon as I'm done recording this. I might even put the GitHub page here, and the link will be in the description when I upload the video, so you can download and try this yourself and let me know what I could change and what you think I should add and everything. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Just FYI, I became smarter the last time, and I actually put the chat here instead of being on the OBS like I did all the other recordings, and now you actually can see what I'm gonna do here and what I'm writing and what is the output. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment on what you want to see next. Here's the video from the next part, and here's the video YouTube thinks you would like. Bye!